Hey guys, it's Zillion Frogs back again with another video review, and this time we are going to be taking a look at the Studio Series 86 BONECRUSHER, G1 BONECRUSHER. And as you can see, he is a big, chunky, very green bulldozer. That's what they're called. Overall, it looks, like what it did in the animation. Take the gun off. Very green. That's, first thing that came to me when I got the figure is he is very green. I mean, you get some nice, it's a nice green. And same as, scrappers, obviously. But there's just not a lot of, color, like, to help break it up. I mean, most you get Decepticon symbol right there, which I enjoy. Some purple up here, like the grill bit, and then these like details of silver that like maybe can show up, but it all depends on the lighting. So I do wish there was more paint, especially in his bulldozer mode. I mean, I get that his animation accurate, and one that actually kind of likes the weird nature of the cartoon, but this is just I would prefer a little bit more color variety to help break it up. Anyways, there's really not much to do in this mode. I mean, you can lift the bucket up and down, kind of Sally again, he doesn't have wheels. Compared to the Combiner Wars, that's a little bit of a misstep. Really wish they added wheels, because I mean, you can kind of just slide them around depending on the surface, but that scratches it up, and I don't want to do that. So yeah. Anyways, let's get this guy transformed, because that's pretty much all there is to do in BONECRUSHER, or the bulldozer. I mean, he's got some nice detailing at least. Can't really see it because all the green, but I mean, some nice, detailed treads at least. The rollers, got some pistons of the engine, some hydraulics. But yeah, at least there's something there. But anyways, to get this guy transformed, first we're going to start with the treads. We're going to unpeg them from this big old block, which will come to play much later once I have all the figures. So yeah, take that, gonna fold them down like so, and we're just gonna split the end of the treads, become his little footsies, Next, we're gonna come up, and this is let me fold that down. This is the toughest part. What I like to do is fold this black portion all the way down, and then we're gonna unpeg it, and then unpeg the arms from each other, and then we're just gonna try to, I think it helps if you kind of unfold them, but they are kind of tough to get out, and especially tough to get back in, because if you see this, there's this little curved notch, right? And then there's a little straight piece. That straight piece has to go in the middle of this little hinge assembly right here. And it can be really tough and tricky, and honestly kind of freaky that I have to like kind of bend this portion down further. I mean, it is made out of palm plastic. It is very durable comparatively, but I still have fears of it future, snapping, or there's some stress mark that forms. So anyways, we're gonna take that, we're gonna fold them all the way to the back like so. Camera. Next, we're gonna come here, fill out the head, and then fold the entire body like that inwards, which I really like that because it really helps fill out the robot mode. Next, gonna fold down the arms, fold down the arms. You're gonna take to the back, just fold the black piece all the way down, And then take the bulldozer bucket here. We're gonna unpeg it from his pelvis, which you can see that's on a little double hinge. We're just gonna fold that hinge out all the way. Make sure that the bucket piece, it actually snaps, a soft snap, a little bit more. Make sure it's in line, and then we can just fold that up, unpeg the knees like so, and there we have BONECRUSHER in his robot mode. And I didn't know we had the Hulk because of this much green. Oh, I mean, okay, first off, I kind of like this figure. Pure terms of nostalgia, because as a kid, my dad found an old G1 BONECRUSHER at like a garage sale or like a flea market. And I had that ever since I was little. I lost it now, or destroyed it, because little me was a tyrant back then. But like, I have a soft spot for the character, and so I'm happy to have a toy of him. That's still a pretty decent toy. There are some weird things with it, but yeah. As I said, color scheme mostly green. I know most people, especially on YouTube, they have a problem with the proportions, and I kind of understand. I mean, you have these very stubby arms here, and then this kind of wider waist comparatively. However, I don't think it's that big of an issue, personally. I mean, sure, the arms are a little short, but I wasn't going to do much with them anyways. I mean, all he's going to do is hold a gun. And they still look pretty nice. Like, they still look decent comparatively to the rest of the body. And at least the rest of the body, I feel, is more proportioned than the Combiner Wars version, because at least he actually has wide enough hips, other than like having that really small, like thin pelvis that the Combiner Wars one had, this massive bucket chest. So personally, I like this better than the Combiner Wars, but that's just me. But yeah, see, overall, it's a nice looking figure. There's some more detailing to come out of it, just simple arm greebles. Got the tread still as the whole leg, which I've always liked that design. Him and Scavenger have that, and I just enjoy it. I think it works best. But yeah, back, a little bit of a backpack, purely because part of the Combiner, but that's whatever. I mean, I'm not going to show you the Combine mode, because it's pretty much just him. I mean, it's just his bulldozer mode with this pointing outward. I think you can all figure out what that looks like. But yeah, overall, looks really nice. Head sculpt on point, as always. Little double chin, little tubby. Can relate, at least back in the day. But yeah, looks really nice. Posability wise, I think it's just a swivel. I don't even think it's a ball joint. He has a swivel at the head. He kind of can look up and down because of the hinge for the transformation. It's a little bit too loose though. Got a ball joint in the arms. Can move up that far, go 360. Have a ball joint at the elbow, so you can go side to side, bend at a reasonable 90. He technically has a whisk swivel and an ab crunch. It's just you kind of have to unpeg his whole chest to get to it, but he has it. He has a waist swivel, and he does have an ab crunch that you can use, as long as you at least try to get this proportioned somewhat nice. But yeah, he has a ball joint at his hip, so you can move up, move back, you can move out. That far, it's a little stiff on mine, but I'd rather be stiff than loose. It's not stiff or you're gonna break it, so it's fine for me. Swivel just above the knee. The knee does actually, it's a pretty good 90. And of course, ankle pivot, as all the ones do. So he poses decently. decent enough for me, because he's not going to do any much hard posing. He's just going to be holding the gun with the rest of the guys. Now, size comparison, at least for the Constructicons I have right now, the one that's out, Scrapper, they're actually pretty identical in height. It's just, I mean, Scrapper is a Voyager just because I think he has a lot more palm, and you know, he needs to be sturdier because he's a leg, and so he's a lot more complex, like logistically, than BONECRUSHER, which I get why. So I'm not too mad about that price difference. So yeah, because you both got a bunch of big backpacks. It's kind of all other thing though. But yeah, I think he scales really well with each other, and I can't wait to get the rest of the Constructicons. I already pre-ordered Lon Holland Hook, so they should be coming in around like end of July to August, so can't wait for them. And then when we get the reveals for Scavenger and Mixmaster, it'd be really nice. So yeah, overall, I do recommend this figure, honestly. It's just, you know, have to accept the wonky proportions, and I mean, he's just a normal deluxe, and if you want to paint him, I mean, there's plenty of blank canvas to go around. So yeah, anyways, do recommend him. This has been the review for SS86 BONECRUSHER. This is Zillion Frogs, asking you to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.